please help me welcome on stage for our next session from Knight Fintech. We have, for the topic of treasury management and digital lending, Mr. Pavan Somani.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Pavan Somani, I'm representing Knight Fintech Research Private Limited. We are a SaaS-based company providing banking solutions in treasury as well as in credit side. Currently, we are serving more than 60 mid-sized bank and 6 out of 12 PSU sector bank in co-lending side, and few NBFCs, you can say 4 listed NBFCs and 10 other NBFCs. We are also in treasury systems, providing treasury solutions to cooperative banks as well as some financial institutions. Many of our clients are there sitting over here, so we are very thankful for them for providing us the opportunity. So when we say about treasury systems, so first question comes, why we need a treasury solutions? So initially in a bank, you can say 40% of our deposits are lying in the treasury, and that 40% of deposits are managed by few people. You can say 4 to 5 people are managing the entire treasury. And the old legacy systems may be provided by CBS or the old system which are traditionally maintaining the regulatory ratios like CRR and SLR, providing investments, accounting, and some MIS reports. So apart from that, that used to be a traditional treasury systems offering. So now, since RBI is also monitoring cooperative banks very minutely, and they are asking a lot of questions about the treasury management, how the bank is managing the treasury, they are coming out with a lot of requirements. And then again, due to the market fluctuations, we are seeing a lot of change in the interest rates due to many actions, like we have seen in the demonetization, the interest rate was very low at that point in time. And again, we have seen the interest rates going up to more than 8% for 10-year benchmark. And then again, in the time of Corona, we have seen the fluctuations in interest rates, too much fluctuations, which lead to a volatility in the treasury portfolio. So to manage those risks, we have to have a good treasury systems to manage interest rate risk, credit risk, and liquidity risk. In terms of ALM, so which is nothing but managing your liability and assets, maybe in terms of outflows, you have to manage your outflows, you have to map your outflows with the inflows, you have to take care of the interest rate risk also, ki agar if in case rates upar jate hain, to how much loss I may have to face in case of interest rates are rising. So ALM solutions which are coming into pictures now these days. And then again, the cost efficiency, which is something which every bank is now concerned ki I don't want to increase my cost in the treasury, although my treasury portfolio is increasing, but they want to curtail their cost. So the system provided by like Knight Fintech is SaaS-based offering, which doesn't cost you much because it is not a license-based cost. You use the system and you pay. So yearly or quarterly, you can pay as per your convenience. And profit maximization, so since the people working in the treasury are very few, and they are involved in the accounting, they are involved in the RBI inspections, they are involved in the MIS preparation for the top management, so they devote a very few hours of a day in real trading, or you can say real investment decision making. So that is why the system comes into picture, which gives a lot of free time to the persons working the treasury so that he can focus mainly on the investment side and can increase the yield of the portfolio or maybe the profitability, which will translate into the profitability in the portfolio. So we as a Knight Fintech are transforming the treasury right from taking the data from the market. You can connect your system with the external data provider, which will help your treasury department in taking a decision. So whatever decisions are taken by front office are depending upon their own portfolio as well as what is happening in the market. So decision support system provides you insight about what will happen if I take this decision, or what is the availability about the instruments in the market which are suiting my current portfolio. And next is risk management. So before taking any decision of investment, they should want to be sure about how much risk I'm going to take. What will happen if I take this position in my portfolio? How much loss I may have to incur down the line? Maybe through IDR or through IFR, I have to protect my treasury portfolio. And also from the risk management part, the middle office, which takes care of all the regulatory as well as internal policy limits. So the system is designed in such a way that it will take care of all the limits, RBI guidelines. They are inbuilt into the system, they are configurable. And before doing a trade, you will come to know how much limits I am going to breach, or what will be the utilization of a particular limit. And then again, the bookkeeping, which used to be a traditional offering from any treasury system, they used to keep accounting and investment accounting and passing the vouchers and generating deal confirmation or counterparty confirmation. So this entire treasury system is integrated right from the front office, mid office, and back office. Key features, if I say, we have a USP for each and every department, be it front office, we have API integrations, we have a STP process, which if you are having direct membership from the CCIL, or which is called like NDS OM platform, where the trades are executed. So on NDS platform or NDS call platform, which is a direct membership, or you may have a web-based membership from your CSL bank. So the moment a trade is executed on that particular platform, one CSV file gets generated. That CSV file directly, our system picks it from a designated folder and take it through the front office, middle office, and for accounting to the back office. There is no manual intervention in that particular trade. So uski wajah se you can say ki it is fraud free. Nobody can alter that particular CSV file. For risk management part, as I said, we have a dynamic risk management framework for setting up your limits, internal as well as regulatory limits. Whenever there is a breach or there is an alert set for that particular limit, the top management will get an email or an alert in mobile or as well as on email if certain limits we are going to breach, or if system wants to stop a particular trade, if it is breaching any regulatory limit, that facility can also be set. On a back office side, we are providing all the MIS, day-to-day MIS which are required for top management, regulatory reportings required for RBI or NABARD, and certain dashboards which are useful for day-to-day reporting or monthly or quarterly ALCO or investment committee meetings. You can use those dashboards for making your PowerPoint presentation. If I go in detail about the task which a front office generally does, is like they buy SLR securities. Our system is supporting all the type of SLR securities, government security, SDL, T-bill. On non-SLR part, each and every type of corporate bond, CP, CD, mutual funds. It provides you research behind the investment in a mutual funds. You can have a deep dive into a mutual fund scheme, and you can choose which scheme is suitable for your portfolio. On interbank side, our system provides you insight about the health of a bank. So you can, before doing any fixed deposit or keeping any money in call money, you can use that particular feature for setting up interbank limits, how much funds you want to keep with a certain bank and at what rate. So our system is capable enough to give you a scorecard for each and every bank. It will analyze their financial statement and give you scoring, and based on that scoring, you can set up limits for each and every bank. On analytics part, which is nothing but a decision support system, which gives you what if scenario, your portfolio optimizer, which gives you insight about how, if you are having 100 crore to deploy. So based on your current portfolio, what should be the ideal composition of your portfolio for the next 100 crore, keeping your risk limits or your other limits under control. On the mid-office side, there are a lot of limits currently RBI is asking for banks to set up in their investment policy. Limit can be exposure limit, which can be a product level exposure, portfolio level exposure, single counterparty or group level exposure limit. They can ask, RBI is asking, you should not concentrate your portfolio in a single maturity, so maturity-wise exposure limit, then external rating or internal rating-wise limit, and then again sector-wise limit. So these sort of limits generally RBI asks for a bank to have in their investment policy, and we translate that investment policy limits into our system. On the risk side, this looks like a jargon like what is VAR, what is PV01, what is modified durations, what is stop loss limits. These all things currently RBI is asking for each and every bank to have in their investment policy. Our system calculates value at risk, it calculates PV01 on daily basis, modified duration of your portfolio. So modified duration is nothing but how much sensitive your portfolio is against interest rate, against the interest rate change. So for example, 1% interest rate अगर change होता है, so how much there will be change in my portfolio valuation? वो modified duration है. So 1% change होने से अगर 4% impact आ रहा है, so my modified duration is 4. And the PV01 is like how much loss I may incur or profit I may achieve in case there is a change by 1 basis point in my portfolio. All these things we have to build in the investment policy as well as in our software, so that whenever there is a new trade coming into the software, it will first check all those limits and then only it will go for the accounting. On the reports and upload side, we have regulatory reports. As I already mentioned that all the regulatory parts is there for valuation, all types of uploads facility which is required, which is available in the system, and accounting is obviously there in our system. On ALM side, as I mentioned, our system is capable enough to generate regulatory statements like SLS, IRS or STDL, which is required for regulatory filings. Our system can integrate with the CBS. Treasury system is already there with us. We can integrate with the CBS and can generate all 3 statements for filing to regulator. So on LOS side, like a digital journey of onboarding your clients. So it takes care from the onboarding of your clients, digital seamless journey from onboarding till disbursement, and then again management and collections.